How to handle a woman who hurts you. Think she doesn't care? Think again. Her silence isn't indifference, it's calculated. At first she acts as if nothing has changed, pretending your absence means nothing. But deep down, she feels it. The moment you stopped chasing, the balance shifted. No more proving yourself, no more seeking her approval. And that's when the real impact begins. The longer you stay silent, the more it disrupts her certainty. She starts to wonder, did I misjudge him? Why isn't he chasing? Did I just lose him for good? Doubt turns into panic. She assumed you'd always be there, waiting. She thought time was on her side. But now, she's the one watching, overthinking, second-guessing. Because here's the truth. When you detach, she feels the void. That's when the dynamic flips. And that's when she starts chasing. Still believe she's moved on without a second thought? Stay right here. In the next few minutes, I'll break down exactly what happens in her mind when you withdraw your attention. And once you see it clearly, you'll never chase again. The first thing, the unexpected power of silence. When a woman hurts you, your natural instinct might be to react, to demand answers, express your pain, or seek closure. But that's exactly what she expects. She anticipates an emotional response, a sign that she still holds power over you. But true strength lies in silence. Nothing unsettles her more than your lack of reaction. When she realizes you're not chasing, not pleading, not seeking validation, confusion sets in. She begins to question everything. Why isn't he reacting? Did he never care? Has he already moved on? Silence forces her to confront an unfamiliar reality, one where she no longer controls the narrative. She expected you to validate her importance by showing pain, but instead, she's left wondering if she misjudged you. This isn't about manipulation, it's about self-respect. Walking away without a word isn't a tactic, it's a statement. It tells her, and more importantly yourself, that your worth isn't dependent on her recognition. And when she realizes you're no longer playing her game, that's when the real shift happens. The second thing, reverse the power dynamic. Most men make the mistake of chasing harder when they feel hurt by a woman. They beg for attention, explain themselves, or try to make her feel guilty, hoping she'll realize her mistake. But every one of these reactions gives her more control. When you chase, you reinforce her importance. When you get emotional, you confirm that she still dictates your feelings. The real power move? Do the opposite. Instead of proving yourself to her, withdraw your attention completely. Redirect your focus to your growth, your ambitions, and your self-respect. This is what truly disrupts her expectations. She thought you'd react. She assumed you'd fight for her attention. She believed she had all the time in the world to keep you as an option. But when you don't engage, when you don't play into her assumptions, suddenly, she's the one left questioning everything. Did I misjudge him? Why isn't he trying to win me back? Has he really moved on? This is the turning point. You're no longer seeking her validation or waiting for her approval. Now she's the one dealing with uncertainty. And that's when she starts realizing that your silence isn't just absence, it's a reflection of your value. The third thing, the fear of losing you kicks in. Most men don't realize this. A woman only values what she fears losing. When you were always available, when you responded instantly, when you chased and reassured her, she had no urgency to appreciate you. She assumed you would always be there. But when you pull back, when your presence is no longer guaranteed, that's when everything changes. Every unanswered message makes her overthink. Every silent moment fills her with uncertainty. Every passing day without your attention forces her to question whether she's lost you for good. At first, she'll pretend nothing has changed. She won't text first. She'll act indifferent. But inside, she's feeling it. At first, she tells herself it's nothing. But as the silence stretches on, doubt turns into obsession. She rereads old messages, looking for signs she missed. She watches your every move, without you even knowing. And that's when the tables turn. The validation she relied on? Gone. The attention she expected? Missing. And that is what makes her start chasing. The fourth thing, when she starts testing you. The moment she realizes she's losing control, she won't just sit back. She'll test you. She needs to know, does he still care? Can I still get a reaction from him? Is he really moving on? And how does she test you? It might start with a casual hey to see if you respond right away, posting a picture with another guy to provoke jealousy, liking an old post or watching your stories just to remind you she's still there. This is where most men fail. They take the bait. They respond too quickly. They reveal that she still has power over them. But a man who values himself doesn't react. He recognizes these games for what they are, an attempt to regain control. And he knows the real test isn't about her reaching out. It's about whether she's willing to put in real effort. A woman who truly regrets losing you won't rely on breadcrumbs. She won't play games. She'll show it through actions. And if she doesn't, then she was never worth your time to begin with. The fifth thing, the ultimate shift. She starts chasing. The moment she realizes her usual tactics aren't working, everything changes. Suddenly, she's the one reaching out. She starts texting more, making excuses to talk, reminiscing about the good times. For the first time, she feels like she might actually lose you. And that fear, it's one of the strongest forces in attraction. The certainty she once had, knowing you'd always be there, vanishes. Now she's the one who has to fight for your attention. But this is where most men fail. The biggest mistake men make. The second they see her making an effort, they drop all their power. They instantly forgive everything. They make themselves fully available again. They lose the strength they built, and when that happens, the cycle resets. She realizes she has you again. The challenge disappears. The attraction fades, just like before. And soon enough, she's back to taking you for granted. How a man of value responds. A man who truly values himself doesn't rush back. He doesn't let temporary effort erase past disrespect. He doesn't reward bad behavior. Instead, he makes sure she proves herself before even considering letting her back in. He doesn't chase. He evaluates. He doesn't beg. He observes. And that's when he truly wins. The sixth thing. When she regrets taking you for granted. At first, she convinces herself you'll come back. She assumes the silence is temporary, that you're just playing a game. But as time passes and you remain distant, something shifts. Doubt creeps in. She starts replaying old memories, how you supported her, how you made her feel safe and valued. And now, that presence is gone. She distracts herself, going out, keeping busy, maybe even seeing someone new. But the distractions don't last. When she's alone at night staring at her phone and waiting for a message that never comes, reality hits. The silence isn't just absence. It's proof that you've moved on. That's when the regret sets in. Did I misjudge him? Did I push too far? Why isn't he chasing me? She thought she was in control. Now for the first time she feels the loss, and it haunts her. Here's the truth. Regret doesn't come when she walks away. It comes when she realizes you're not waiting for her to turn back. And when that moment arrives, it's already too late. The seventh thing. When she starts watching you from a distance, even if she doesn't reach out, she's still watching. She checks your social media more than usual, asks mutual friends about you, and quietly keeps track of what you're doing. At first, she convinces herself it's just curiosity, but deep down, she's searching for answers. Has he moved on? Is he happier without me? Does he even care anymore? Then, she sees it. You're not stuck in heartbreak mode. You're not dwelling on the past. You're thriving. And that's when the real panic sets in. Because now, it's not just about losing you. It's about the possibility that someone else sees your value in ways she never did. She starts comparing herself to the woman who might replace her. What if he's found someone better? What if he's truly happy without me? Was I just a temporary chapter, not the main story? These thoughts consume her because nothing stings more than knowing another woman is now receiving the love, attention, and respect she once had but never fully appreciated. If she truly valued you, she won't just sit back and accept that. And that's when it hits her. Walking away might have been the biggest mistake she ever made. The eighth thing. When she realizes she's lost her hold on you. Most men fail to see this coming. Even when a woman moves on, she still wants to believe she could have you back if she wanted to. As long as she thinks you're an option, she doesn't fully feel the loss. But the moment she realizes you're actually moving forward, something shifts. She sees that you're focused on yourself, leveling up, and no longer looking for her validation. That's when the panic sets in. Suddenly, she can't just send a random text and expect you to respond. She can't post something and assume you'll react. The certainty she once had about your presence is gone. For the first time, she realizes, this isn't temporary. You're not playing hard to get. You're actually gone. And that's when the fear sets in. Because now, she's the one who's powerless. The ninth thing. When she loses certainty about getting you back. A woman's attraction intensifies the moment she realizes you're no longer a guaranteed option. As long as she believed you were waiting, there was no urgency, no real sense of loss. But when that certainty fades, everything shifts. Now she's the one wondering. She replays past moments, questioning whether she made the right choice. She checks your social media more often, hoping for signs that you still care. But instead, she sees you thriving. That's when reality sets in. For the first time, she's the one chasing. Not because she planned to, but because uncertainty creates desire. The moment she feels she's losing you for good, that's when she truly starts wanting you back. The 10th thing. When she starts sending mixed signals. At this stage, she's conflicted. She won't admit she wants you back, but she also doesn't want to lose you completely. So she starts testing. A sudden hey. A like on a months-old post. A carefully staged picture with someone new. These aren't coincidences. They're signals. She's testing the waters, seeing if she still has power over you. Most men think this is a sign of regret. It's not. It's a test. She wants to know if you're still under her spell. The second you take the bait, the chase ends. And she wins. But if you don't, that's when she starts questioning everything. And once she knows that the chase is over, she doesn't need to put in real effort because she already got what she wanted. Confirmation that you're still emotionally invested. So don't play into it. If she truly wants to come back, she needs to do more than send mixed signals. She needs to show consistent effort. You're not here for mind games. You're here for something real. 11. When she finally tries to get you back. If you've stayed detached and focused on yourself, this is the moment when everything shifts. She's no longer just testing the waters. She's making a real move. She won't send vague messages or play mind games anymore. Instead, she'll bring up the past, offer explanations, or even apologize, something she once refused to do. And this time, the power is in your hands. Now you decide, do you let her back in? Do you keep moving forward? Do you set new standards she has to meet? But here's the truth. This was never about getting her back. It was about regaining yourself. Once you understand that, you'll never waste your time chasing validation again. 12. When she tries to make you jealous. By now she knows she's losing you, and that realization unsettles her. So she plays one of the oldest tricks in the book, trying to make you jealous. She starts posting pictures with other guys, commenting on their posts, or suddenly acting like she's having the time of her life. But here's the truth. This isn't about her moving on. It's about getting a reaction from you. She wants to test. Do you still care? Will you break your silence? Can she still control your emotions? This isn't confidence. It's insecurity. A woman who has truly moved on wouldn't need to prove anything. The fact that she's trying to provoke you only confirms that she's feeling the loss. But here's where most men fail. They react. They reach out, get jealous, or let their emotions take over. And the moment you do, she wins. She gets the validation she was looking for, and you're back under her control. The real move? Ignore it completely. Stay focused on yourself. Because when she realizes you're not playing the game, It backfires. Instead of making you jealous, she's now the one questioning why you don't care. And that shift in power is what truly breaks her. 13. When she starts overcompensating. At this stage, she's feeling the pressure. Her usual tactics, trying to make you jealous, sending mixed signals or testing your reaction, haven't worked. And now, reality is sinking in. She might have lost you for good. That's when she starts overcompensating. She suddenly becomes overly nice, acting like nothing ever happened. She starts liking every post you make, just to remind you she's still there. She might even send long emotional messages about how she misses talking to you. But here's where most men fail. They get excited too quickly. They mistake her sudden effort as a sign that she truly wants them back. But in reality, it's often just a move for reassurance. She's not necessarily looking to fix things. She's looking to ease her own fear. She wants to know she still has power over you, that if she ever changes her mind, you'll be there waiting. Before you react, ask yourself, is she proving she's changed, or just afraid of losing control? Is she consistently putting in effort, or is this a temporary attempt to pull you back? Is she actually trying to rebuild trust, or just seeking validation? Because if she's not showing genuine remorse and consistency, you're not seeing change, you're seeing panic. And a man who understands his worth doesn't settle for temporary effort. He values respect, not desperation. 14. When she hopes you'll be friends. When all else fails, she might throw out one final attempt to keep you in her life, the classic "let's be friends" offer. But here's what you need to understand. This isn't about friendship, it's about control. She doesn't want to lose the comfort of knowing you're still there. She wants to keep you as a backup option, a safety net, someone she can fall back on if she ever changes her mind. How do you know this isn't real friendship? She still gets jealous when she sees you moving on. She keeps checking on you, not because she cares, but to see if she still has influence. She acts different when you stop responding. If this were about friendship, why does she suddenly care so much when you pull away? This isn't about staying close. It's about keeping control. If she truly valued you as just a friend, she wouldn't need to play these mind games. So the real question is, are you okay with being an option? If the answer is no, then you already know what to do. A man who understands his worth doesn't settle for leftovers. Now the real question is, will you fall into the same trap again, or will you finally break free? The choice is yours. If you want to know exactly what happens next, the video on your screen right now will open your eyes. Click it and I'll see you there.